Welcome back to WTV Sports Center, and let's keep this conversation alive. Online, you'll find us at WTV-K. Now we are moving on to our Emerging Stars segment, bearing in mind that in the country we've had Aspire Football Dreams. Scouting for football talent, we want to focus our Emerging Stars segment on what they did.
Getting my game on. Welcome to the Safaricom Stadium, Kasarani, where it's all going down. You can see behind me a group of young boys anxiously waiting for the process of selection. I'm speaking about the Aspire Football Academy football talent search for the whole of East Africa that is happening here at the Safaricom Stadium, Kasarani. And in a few days' time, we shall be having 3 of the best outstanding players selected from these young boys. And from there onwards, a process of rigorous testing will continue until finally we get Africa's upcoming football superstar.
We want good jumping results, but still you can smile as well.
Monday 13th June at Safaricom Stadium, Kasarani. All
47.
systems go.
Ready, go!
The time was right for the young players to compete for the scholarship offered by Aspire Football Dreams. The final round of selection process had drawn 13-year-old boys from Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda and Tanzania. Aspire Football Dreams and Aspire Academy was to assess the 60 aspiring footballers from the region to determine the most talented.
Actually, we got a lot of talent in Africa. We are very pleased with the talent in Africa because they are very fast, they are strong, they are mentally strong, you know, because it's very difficult for the kids to train 2 times in a day and they are strong like this. For we are very pleased with them. We feel very happy to come here, and the way the kids play, we are very happy with them. We are very, to be honest, we are very happy with them.
The selection process began with 3-stage trials in which the first 2 stages, the registered boys participated in a 25-minute long 11-a-side matches. The best players went on to the 3rd phase where they took part in another round of 11-a-side matches under the watch of international scouts to determine the best players from the respective countries. Apart from the 11-a-side matches, the young players were also tested on speed and endurance to identify the fastest and outstanding players.
15.
Ready, jump! Now you can jump a lot higher. Ready, jump! Yeah, ready, jump! Where is the lion? Ready, jump!
Well, I started playing football when I was still a kid at around 3 years. My parents wanted football so much, so I was taken to Edgar's youth program. It is an academy, one of the greatest academy in Africa. So I started my football career, but as you know, it hasn't been easy. No, we face a lot of challenges in Africa, but what I would like to encourage others is that they don't give up.
So tell us about the selection that happened in Uganda until now you found yourself here.
Yeah, actually, I'll say that the selection was crazy because in Uganda you never knew who was going to be selected because there was the competition was tough. Everybody was yearning to reach the top 50s in East Africa, but luckily enough, I'm very happy to be among the top 50s in East Africa.
Being part of the Aspire Football Dreams program will offer the selected boys an all-rounded educational program at a private school as well as a comprehensive football program under the guidance of experienced international staff.
What they do, they come to all the 60 centers spread in East Africa. They scout for talent, and then those who are lucky enough to join the academy will be prepared for a duration of 4 years. And then now to complete the channel, Aspire Academy has gone ahead and bought a club in Belgium. It's called KASUPEN. Last year it was in the 2nd division. This year they've been promoted into the 1st division. So when you look at it in a nutshell, it's like we go scout for raw talent, come develop it at the academy, And then those who are exceptional then have a club in Europe too. So that's how it's now a complete channel.
Forward, diagonal, okay?
One of the Aspire Football Dreams beneficiary is John Felaga. After a similar football talent search that was conducted in Nigeria, he emerged as one of the most outstanding players. Today he works with Aspire Football Dreams in the capacity of a professional goalkeeper scout.
I was picked from a local town called Bayelsa and in Nigeria. So it was there, he told me, okay, I want you to put in your best, you can do it. I saw you have talent, so I fight, and he told me you'll be among the best 3 to represent your states, to represent your local town in the final 50 in Lagos, in the capital Lagos. Okay, I said okay, so he took me there for the final, and after, during the 50, I was selected among the best 4, 3 players and 1 goalkeeper. I was the goalkeeper, selected among the best 4 to represent Nigeria in the final in Qatar. It was like a dream come true for me because I was very delighted because a lot of players are in Nigeria who want the opportunity to play for the nation. So I was among the ones to bring the cup to Nigeria. So I was very, very happy. I felt very excited. My family, my friends, everybody, even the Aspire, the bosses from the Aspire, they felt very happy with me also. Yeah, actually the memories was like the time I played for my national team during the Under-17 World Cup, where I was among the silver, like we took second. So I was very happy, but it was painful. We lost to Switzerland in the final in Nigeria, in our own country. But everything, we were just happy, and I was very happy during the African Cup to be among the champions in the African Under-20. I was very pleased with this because it was like a dream come true for me, my family, my friends, and the people that were behind me, that stand for me during the project, everything. You know, some people are thinking we are taking these players from, I'll give you an example for me. I can testify it. Some countries are thinking we are coming to take the players, to give the players to Qatar. No. They are not doing this. Like for example, I'm among the project for the first generation. I was selected, I played for my country, a lot of players, and nobody from the project have played for Qatar or anything. So there are a lot of false rumors like these players are coming to play for these people. Nobody have played for Qatar. Everybody played for their national team. Like we have like Agege from Kenya, he's going to play for Kenya. So a lot of rumors like they are going to play for their national team. No, the project is like a humanitarian project to help Africans.
The best 2 to 4 players of each participating country and the best 3 goalkeepers head to Aspire Academy in Qatar for a 3-week final testing phase, while the final 20 best players picked from all the other regions will be put on full scholarships.
In next 5 years, with God's mercy, I think I'm seeing myself at an international level, playing at an international club, because my dream is to play for Barcelona.
That has been Emerging Stars segment, and of course you can only wish them the very best. Now, Aspire Football Dreams has been here in the country scouting for football talent, and my colleague Raymond Robert had a chance to speak to some of the key people there. And what exactly do they do? Find out.
AFD, or better known as Aspire Football Dreams, is an ambitious project that aims at discovering, identifying and developing upcoming talented footballers that they may achieve their dreams of one day becoming the next big names in soccer.
Aspire Football Dreams is already a project that is done in 17 countries around the world since 10 years ago, and we are working with players at this age because then they join our academy, and through training they can get professional level.
The number of nations that benefit directly from the noble project are 17 in number, including Paraguay.
Aspire Football Dreams is a humanitarian project created 10 years ago, and it was focused to give hope and opportunities to the boys all over the countries, all over these 17 countries, mainly in Africa. And for that reason we go town by town with international scouts that they don't know the players and the players they don't know them. So there is transparency on the picking the players. And then we give them the hope that every year Football Dreams will come again to their town and they have the opportunity to work for this and to be seen.
Aspire Football Dreams Academy is renowned worldwide for the quality players they produce. Their junior teams are known for upsetting big-name academies. The likes of Real and Barcelona are a list of many.
يتقدم في النهائي بأول هدف اللقاء. راح فين؟ راح على كل زملائه الاحتياطيين يا سلام شوف ضربوا التسلل ازاي. الله عليك الله عليك الله عليك والله تسلم رجليك. هو بس يا هو محمد نيانج.
You know, the oldest ones are still there, 20 years old, but we have one that he played already some games with the Barça division. We have Ibrahim Diallo, he played also this year 7 games with Valencia First Division. We have Samuel Asamoah who play in Louvain First Division in Belgium. I have many players already that even some of them they play with their A national teams. So I think slowly they are coming up, but you know, still they are young and still they have a long career in front of them.
Players graduated from the Aspire Football Dreams Academy go on to be professional footballers and are heavily sought after by the big clubs.
All my targets, like for 2 years, I want to be able to play in Harambee Stars. I want to get my playing time in the national team. Then from there I can be able to have more like going outside the country, because for me I've lived outside the country more than I live inside the country through football. So for now I want to like play more here in Kenya, because there's no need of being a crocodile in somebody else's territory, and in your own country you are not there. So I have to work so hard like to make sure people understand as much as I am good, because I'm a good player, as much as I'm good I should have played, you know. So I'm trying to get as much as playing time as I can.
And listen to this advice that Joseph had for you parents.
Sometimes in the families, people they want to focus their sons and their daughters to study and to put football apart, and some others is opposite. They focus only in football and they make studies apart. I think they need to focus in both.
Thank you so much for watching WTV Sports Center. Remember, we've been covering the Aspire Football Dreams training camp, and they have been here for some time scouting for football talent. And of course, my colleague Raymond Robert has been here with me. So Raymond, just tell me, what do you think of this Aspire Football Dreams training camp?
I think this is a very noble initiative, Elijah, and I hope to see more of this happening in Africa, because we know for a long time Africa has not had exposure when it comes to the world stage. When we are speaking about football, Africa has not had that exposure that she needs, and we know of the talent that is always springing up in the estates. You know, we have a lot of talent everywhere
that is untapped. Yes. And I saw you engaging some of these people in terms of who is who in Aspire Football Dreams. And what was going through your mind as you were engaging them? What are some of the hits and misses here in the country as far as football is concerned?
Well, I want to say the hits and misses when it comes to football in this nation of Kenya is the fact that there is passion, but there isn't support. There is lack of support, and this is where we need the footballing federations instituted in the nation when it comes to footballing to become accountable and transparent, to devoid from corruption, so that young talent can be nurtured and grow in this nation of Kenya. Because Elijah, to be honest, we have a lot of potential when it comes to football in this nation of Kenya. We have the likes of Victor Wanyama playing for Southampton.
Now, interacting with the players, we have Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania in this particular training camp. And what I'm left wondering is that, are we going to see our boys? Remember, they are looking for 3.
Yes.
At the end of the day, 3 of the best. So at the end of the day, those who are going to join the academy in Qatar, are we likely to see Kenyans?
Well, from what I've been watching here today, it looks very promising. Well, I can say it's a balanced act for now. We can see we can see all of the African nations involved here. Yes. That is Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Uganda performing very well. I took some time to get one-on-one with the players, and I also was able to watch the games that were taking place here. And I can say for now, we can't really say who is who. Yes, and which nation is edging out the other.
Well, of course, I must say we can only wish the young players here all the best when it comes to the road to Qatar. And at this particular point, that marks the end of our show. But remember, you can always give us feedback. On Twitter, you'll find us at WTVK. Use the hashtag SportsCenter. Let's meet again next weekend.